Hey, Pastor Jeff here, coming at you live from my basement. Hey, I'm really excited to be a part of Recovery Church's Easter Sunday service celebration. Pastor Joe, thanks for having me in. Hey, I have a question to ask you. Have you ever forgotten something? I know, stupid question. Of course, we have all forgotten things. Some of us more than others. You forget things, and sometimes it's little things, sometimes it's big things. I mean, sometimes it's you forget to start the car early on some winter mornings, and so you end up late because, hey, your truck ain't going. Sometimes there's some things that you're guaranteed to forget, like when you go on vacation. You know you're gonna forget the toothbrush. Don't worry about it, just buy one where you go. I'm telling you, it's always gonna happen. Now, some things we can get by with forgetting. The toothbrush, we can buy another one. But there are some things in life that are just plain unforgettable. I remember this time when this one Easter when my girls, they were real little, and they were looking forward to Easter, and we got these little tiny Easter baskets, and we were going to put some goodies in them and stuff. And there were some people in the church that came along. They were, and their kids were grown and gone, and so they had invested a healthy sum of money, not in an Easter basket, but in an Easter bucket. An Easter bucket. And they went around to every single kid in the church and they gave them these Easter buckets. I mean, there had to be 5 pounds of sugar in there. And they're like, hey, it's not our kid. We'll just sugar them up and send them home. It's okay. Our kids were ecstatic. They were to the moon and back on this one. They loved it. And I remember what my oldest said when she brought her Easter bucket to me, wanted to show me. She said, "Oh, Daddy, can we have an Easter party? A Jesus Easter party forever?" And that was just one of those, Dad, my heart's melting. Oh, hits me in the feels, smalls. Yeah, some things you shouldn't forget. But on all the hustle and bustle of life, it's too easy to forget the unforgettable things, In fact, that's what happened in Luke 24. There early in the morning, the women, they go to the tomb. They've been busy with the preparations and they've gotten all kinds of stuff together, but they go to the tomb and they're like, oh my goodness, this is crazy because the tomb is empty. Soldiers are gone, the stones rolled away. I mean, mass hysteria, it's all crazy. And they can't believe it, and they run back and they tell people, and people just can't believe it. And they go down and they see, and all this other stuff. Jesus has risen from the grave. Now, here's the thing. He told them he was going to do that. Not once, not twice, but actually in the Gospel of Luke, he already told them 3 times that he was going to rise from the grave. But somehow, in all the hustle and bustle and with work, getting everything together and stuff, they forgot that this person whom they had seen heal the sick, heal the lame, and this person who they had seen raise the dead had actually said, I want to rise from the grave. They had forgotten that he said it. Now, I don't blame them. They had gone through a lot of trauma. They had seen him crucified, seen him dead and buried. So they had gone through a lot, but nobody remembered that he had said, hey, I'm going to rise from the grave. But see, verse 8, Luke 24, verse 8, once they're there, after they've encountered the angel who is like, hey, why are you looking for the living among the dead? He's not here. He has been resurrected. Remember how he spoke to you when he was still in Galilee, saying the Son of Man must be betrayed into the hands of sinful men, be crucified, and rise again on the 3rd day. Verse 8, and then they remembered his words. And then they remembered his words. Sometimes we just need a little bit of reminding. Sometimes we have a lot of things going on in life, a lot of hustle and bustle and everything going on. A little pandemic type stuff, a little shelter in place and social distancing. Man, if you'd have asked me what these things meant, I don't know, 3 months ago, I'd have been like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. But now, things have changed, haven't they? Even though our sense of normalcy has been shattered, and even though a lot of things are still kind of topsy-turvy and really seem kind of crazy, we can get caught up in all the hustle and bustle and things. Checking Facebook, about who's sick or who's getting tested. Checking the CDC site. Oh, what's the numbers here in India? We can get caught up in so many things, in all the hustle and bustle of everything. And maybe we need to remember a few of the promises that He's given to us. And I think the biggest promise that we all need to remember that Jesus has given to us is, I will never leave you or forsake you. I will be with you always, even until the end of the age. Go with God, and let's worship Him together.